Hello students, today we are going to solve the exercise of lesson number 5. The lesson number 5 is substances in the surroundings, their states and properties. This is the lesson in standard 6th Maharashtra board and myself Mrs. Prachi Surudikar will explain you the exercise question answers of this lesson. Before we proceed further, please like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. If you want the answers of previous lessons, I have given the links in the description box. Please click on that to get the answers of exercises of previous lesson. Question number 1 is, in the paragraph below, write solid, liquid, or gas in each of the brackets depending on the substance referred to just before. So here one paragraph is given and some fill in the blanks is given. You have to write the answer in that fill in the blanks. So before that blank space, there is a name of any substance and you have to state the status of that substance. For example, solid are having definite shape. Liquid do not have definite shape. Same similarly, the gases also do not have definite shape. So considering those properties of substances, we have to write the state of the substance mentioned over here. So on a bright sunny day, Ria and Gargi are playing with a ball. So here the substance is ball. Ball is having definite shape. So you will write in bracket solid. In the park, Gargi feels thirsty. So Ria brings tender coconut water. So coconut water is in liquid form. So in the bracket write liquid for her. At the same time, a strong breeze. So breeze is nothing but the air. So it is the gas form. So write the gas in the bracket. Starts blowing and it also begins to rain. Rain is also in the liquid form. So write liquid over there. They run back into the house. So house is in solid form. Change their clothes. Clothes is in solid form. And then their mother gives them a cup. Cup is in solid form of hot milk. Hot milk is in liquid form to drink. So these are the answers of fill in the blanks which are present in red color. So note down this in your notebook. Now question number 2 is discuss. First given over here is Ria pours some water from her bottle into another bottle. Does it change the shape of the water? So answer is yes. The shape of the water will change because liquids do not have a shape of their own. They take the shape of the container in which they are present. So if the shape of the bottle is different, the liquid will take that different shape. Second question asked over here is Halima picks up a small stone from the ground and puts it in the water in a dish. Does the shape of the stone change? So here stone is in solid state. So the answer is no. The shape of the stone will not change as it is solid and solid has definite shape. Question number 3 is write the properties of these substances. Some substances are mentioned here and you have to write the property associated with that substance. So the first is water. Fluidity is the property which is concerned with the water. Glass. Glass is transparent and brittle. It brittle means it can break down into two pieces easily. So that is brittleness. So transparency and the brittleness is the property which is associated with the glass. Chalk. Chalk shows the brittle. Brittle means it can break easily. Iron ball, hardness is the property. Sugar, solubility. You know that the sugar dissolves in the water very easily, and that is why solubility is the property. Similarly, salt is also having the property of solubility. Then the next is flour. Flour is also having the property of solubility. Coal. Coal is brittle in nature. It can break down easily. Soil. Soil also exhibit the property of solubility. Pain. Pain shows the property of hardness. Ink shows the property of fluidity. And soap shows the property of the brittleness. So now move towards the question number 4. Question number 4 is, what is sublimation? Write the names of everyday substances that sublimate. The answer of this question is the change of a solid substance directly into a gas or vapor without first changing into a liquid is called sublimation. You know that solid gets converted into the liquid upon heating, and then liquid get converted into the gas upon heating. But in case of certain particles, solid upon heating directly get converted into the gas. They do not get converted into liquid, they directly get converted into the gas. So solid get transforms into the gas. This is called as the sublimation process. Now the examples of this sublimation is dry ice, naphthalene balls. Generally these naphthalene balls we are using in cupboards or in a toilets. So they are in a solid state, and then the gas they get converted into the gaseous state. Camphor, karpur, it is also in the solid state, and when you heat it, it will directly convert into the gas state. So these are the sublimation products. Question number 5 is, what is it made from and why? So the first question is, a sickle to cut sugarcane. So a sickle is made up of iron, and iron is very hard and strong. It is malleable. What is malleable? Malleable means they can be flattened and can be sharpened for cutting purpose, and that is why the sickle is made up of iron. Second question is, the sheets used for roofing. So the sheets used for roofing are made from aluminium because it is malleable. Malleable means upon hammering they can be present in the flattened form. So and can be flattened upon hammering. Third question is, a screwdriver. Screwdriver is made up of steel because steel is very hard and durable. It also exhibit the property of malleability. Next question is, a pair of tongs. A pair of tongs is present in our home also. So a pair of tongs are made up of metals like iron or aluminium. So these metals have high melting points and do not melt while using on the flames, and that is why these metals are used in pair of tongs. Next is electric cables. So electric cables are made up of metals like copper because copper exhibit the property of ductility. Ductility means they can be drawn into the wires as well as they conduct electricity, and that is why in electric cables the copper is used. Ornaments. Ornaments means jewelry. So metals such as gold, silver and platinum are used for making ornaments. Because these metals are very lustrous. Lustrous means they are very shiny. They are malleable, they are ductile, and hence due to the malleability and ductility, malleability means they get flattened. Ductility means wires can be drawn. So due to that, different designs can be created, and that is why the ornaments are made up of gold, silver and platinum. Next is pots and pans. So pots and pans are made up of metals like copper, steel. This is because these metals are good conductors of heat. We are using that pots and pans in cooking. That is why the conduction of heat is important, and this conduction of heat is possible with the help of these metals. So students, we have covered question number 1, 2, 3 and 4 of this lesson. For further questions of exercise of this lesson, we will meet in our next video. Thank you.